给，爸在车里面等你，拜拜，早点回来啊。快12点了，还没有回家。打个电话回来。记得不要太迟回家哦。
吃饭吗？注意安全。小心。照顾好身体，知道吗？早点回来新加坡。路上小心。小宝宝呀，快快睡觉，乌鸦云雀树上睡了，小狗小狗我的睡了，月亮星星云里睡了。
This was actually very unexpected to do this in a very short notice from Tuesday. My mom very gamely agreed when I asked her on Tuesday if she wanted to perform with me. She's never done it before with me. She's performed a long time ago when I think that's how she met my father, actually. But so the concept in some ways was just that I wanted to experience with my mom together. I guess me as an artist. And in whatever form it can take, it will take. And what I asked my mom to do was is to think of the words that she has said to me over the past 43 years, whatever that she remembers, the situation, whatever, and if whatever words that she remembered very clearly that she has said to me, and to sort of say them at different moments in this piece. So that was really my only brief to her. I didn't know what she was going to say. I did say that the performance will start when she says the first thing, whatever she says to me, and then over the performance she can add other things. So that was all I said to her really. And Mama, 你可以说中文，我们可以帮你翻译。
可以用你手里的麦克风。
你可以说我们怎么开始讨论这个？然后你在想什么？刚才演出的时候你是什么？你在想什么？ So
Actually, I have prepared my script, but eventually I didn't use that. Because when I saw Belinda's sections, I will just try to follow, to match with whatever she is going to perform. But those wording that I use is like what Belinda say. For the past over, because Belinda is most of the times are in US. We seldom see each other. Even before we have WhatsApp, we started only with Skype. So over the phone, we can only ask, how are you? Have you taken your dinner? Did you did well? Is that money enough for you? Come back early because it's dangerous there. You know, so don't come back so late. So these are the words that usually we communicate during when she's in overseas. So when she told me that you just use those words that you used to use, so what I can think of is these scenes. Trying to ask her to take care of herself, be good in any times, take good care, eat well, and yeah, very important is safety. So that is what I have in my mind throughout.
what was different about what you prepared and what you decided to say?
I did prepare the conversation of, I call her when she's in New York, and the conversation, a short conversation. It's not much as different as what just now I said, but the wording that I used just now is all very short. But my script is slightly longer. I will tell you, oh, now it's in New York, oh, now it's in Changi Airport. These are the scenes that actually written in my script, but I never use them because I think that it's good enough to perform. I will just try to follow her actions. So that's not necessary to have a long script.
So because I didn't know what she was going to say, although when we sort of checked in a few days ago, the few things that she told me did not make it here. So she said things like, 你说什么啊？前几天你跟我说的，你本来你要讲什么？你要讲其他东西，你什么衣服？She told me, she would say things to me, oh, don't come back so late, or like, why you buy so many clothes, the same shirt but different colors. So she remembered these things that she had told me in the past, and she kind of had, those were some of the things that she had said, oh yeah, these are the things I will say to you. So I had thought that they will make their way in today. So the clothes in some ways were that, but then it became clothes as part of a luggage for journey, because that's how it transformed over the situation, over the performance. And I think in some ways, at this point in our lives, I'm home in Singapore for being with my mom because she's not well right now. in some ways it's a terrible situation, and it's also a beautiful one because it allows a lot of time, a lot of different ways of getting to know each other, and it allows like this opportunity which would never have happened. And it allows my nephew to watch me perform for the very first time. I think my father also and my brother have not seen me as an artist ever since I really considered myself as an artist, which has been 20 years. But this is the first time I think it's really been shared in this way. So I really thank Jay and Ice for this, and I thank all of you for being here and receiving this. If you have questions, I'm happy to. I know we're also taking a lot of time.
Questions or even feedback or impressions that you saw from the piece you would like to share, perhaps?
I keep having
With
fighting with this mic. Yes, sorry, I need to borrow one of your mic. The mic is like, thanks so much. So let's open the questions time to the floor. If you have any things you want to share, it doesn't need to be a question or anything that comes to your mind. You can raise your hand and then the mic will fly into your hand.
Hello, my name is Almira. Thank you so much for your work. I think even though I didn't understand the Chinese being spoken, I could still feel very much this sense of, oh, this is Mama saying what Mama always says. This is my mom with me. Yeah. So I had a question about the music, actually. Well, two questions. For the music, could you tell us more about it? Because I heard from the strings, it went into something that sounded like Chinese opera almost, a little bit. Could you tell us about that? And also, number two, you mentioned your mom used to perform. Was it like theater or music? What was that? Because the singing at the end was really so lovely. Yeah, thank you.
You want to answer first about your performance?
It's actually, I joined some organizations. There is what do you call it?
Theater, Chinese theater.
Chinese theater. But I don't really act as a main role. Sometimes just as an MC. That's all. Yeah, I sing. I joined the choir as well because the group has a few departments, choir and acting. So I joined both. But for acting, I'm mainly on MC part. For choir, yeah, I joined the choir in sing song, but in Chinese, in Mandarin.
Yeah, and I think I think growing up, we've always been exposed to music and song and theater because of it. And in answer to the question about the music, it was composed by Tan Dun, who was a well-known composer, yeah. And it's from his ghost opera. And this particular excerpt the title is quite interesting, I would say, in relation also to, I guess, my heritage at this point, my legacy, my relationship to art and everything, because it's called, it's performed by the Kronos Quartet, which is based in San Francisco, which is where I'm based now. And it's called Bach, Monks, and Shakespeare Meet in the Water. So in NUS, I studied literature and Bach, Bach. So the string that you heard, there were some references to Bach. So it was Tan Dun essentially just medleying a lot of these influences. And some of the singing in there were also kind of almost Chinese lullabies. So it's just, somehow, I just chose this piece of music today, this morning. I don't know, somehow it felt like the right frame for this. Yeah.
Anybody else in the audience perhaps would like to share a comment or ask a question, or even share some feedback on the piece itself that you saw, how you think it might be slightly different?
Hi, I'm Yazid. I just want to say thank you very much to both of you, especially your mother, for being here and for sharing such an intimate part, or showcasing your relationship compressed into that very nice moments where well, it made me reflect about my own relationship with my mother. She called me this morning. I just moved out. So I could hear from her voice that she really missed me. And she asked, "You want to have dinner tonight?" And I said, "No, I got a show." So it made me reflect on the journey as an artist, but also as a son. So I'd like to thank both of you for opening that conversation. Thank you.
Anybody else perhaps want to share a piece of feedback or impression on the piece itself, perhaps, or on the relationship or queries? Anyone here? Oh, very. Over there.
On the piece itself, the impression I saw, like the silkworm pulling out threads to weave and wrap and protect the center. Like there was this moment where you were drawing from her, but yet at the same time you were also pulling out from yourself to wrap around the connections that you have. Yeah, thank you.
Lenzo also wanted to ask. No. Would you like to respond to that, or you leave it as?
No, thank you. Yes, I think a lot of me delineating this space in this particular way was because I really wanted, in many ways, my mom to be the center of this, and that there is this sense of departure and return, and that no matter how far the departure is, that the thread is always visible, even if you don't actually visibly see it. And I think it also exists in the timbre of her voice, which helps. And I would say that as the performance was going on, I in the middle of it, I was realizing that I don't know that I will have any other kind of absolute trust in another co-performer, which was interesting to discover in the moment of performance, because somehow I just never worried, and there's not this thought of like, would this not work, or being afraid of being let down. Like there was not that at all, which midway I was just like, wow, I'm experiencing this, I think maybe for the first time in a very surprising way. Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you so much, Belinda, and Belinda's